Hi and welcome to the first of my series of videos. Today I'm going to make one of the easiest things you can make. It's a Welsh tea bread called barra breath. Translated, it's speckled bread. There's lots of different versions around, like Irish make one, it's called Halloween tea bread. I know there's a few up north of Scotland, loads of them all over the world, different tea breads. But today we're going to make the Welsh one, barra breath. Don't know why it's called a tea bread. Might be because you have it with a cup of tea or there's tea in it. Anyway, the first thing we're going to do is put the kettle on because we've got to make a cup of tea. So what we'll do is we need about 300 mils of tea. So I put in here about 5 tea bags, and I'm just going to make a nice cup of tea with this. And this is going to be added with some dried fruit, and that's going to be left to soak overnight. So even though it's a quick sort of thing to bake, it does take a while because you've got to make it overnight. But there's about 5 tea bags in there, and that is just going to stew a little bit. And I'll just get my bowl, and to that I'm going to add 250 grams of dried fruit, or mixed fruit. Mixed dried fruit, that would be better, wouldn't it? And get my spoon, and I'm just going to add to that my tea. What I normally do is add the tea bags in with the tea to the fruit, give it a good stir around, leave it about an hour or half an hour, and then take the tea bags out. There we go. So give that a little stir. I say in a bit take the tea bags out. We're just going to leave that overnight now to soak and to absorb all that tea and give it an extra flavour. But for the sense of video, we have here's one I prepared earlier. This one was made yesterday and has soaked through and absorbed everything lovely. I've got my fruit that has been plumped up overnight. I'm just going to add to that now 180 grams of dark brown sugar. Just pop that in. Just mix your sugar around until that all sort of quickly dissolves. Doesn't take long with the amount of tea that's in there. Okay, so next we're going to add, and this is a tip from my daughter actually. She says in your flour, keep your egg in your flour, it stops it rolling away, which is brilliant. Now I've got to try and stop that rolling away now because I'm going to use my flour. So I'm going to tip my 230 grams of self-raising flour in, that's all in. Unicorn bowl, as say my daughters. And I'm going to add to that a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I love my cinnamon, so I'm adding a little bit more. And I add a teaspoon of a mixed spice. There we go. Add that in, quite a generous one. A little bit extra never hurts. So we're going to stir all that in, or start to stir it in. Just folding it all in. There we go. This is a real-time video. You're seeing it for real. I'm not cutting the one that's already done. There we go. So now I'm just going to add 1 egg to help that all bind together. There we go. No shell, I don't think. There we are. Just adding all that in together until everything's just incorporated. And you can see no dry flour anywhere. Well, once that is all together, oh, a couple of little bits of flour in there, make sure you pick them all up. There we go, and there's it all mixed together. And I've got to think how simple that was if I added everything in. So what I do now is use one of my loaf tins. This is a £2 loaf tin, and I get one of these inserts. You buy them in supermarkets, or at the moment you have to have them home delivered. And I'm just going to pour all that in to there. Try not to get any on the sides. There we go. I'm trying to do this so I can do it all to camera so you can see it all, but generally if you can't see it properly, you just pour in something from a bowl into a dish. There we go. That's everything. I'm using one of my scrapey spoons. I've got about 6 of these, all different colours. Don't know why they're all different colours, they could all be the same colour. But I've got about 6 of these and they're so handy in the kitchen. You don't get so much wastage. Look at that. Home economics tips as well as baking. There we go. So, and that's it, ready to go into the oven. Very simple to do. I'm just going to even this out a bit in the tin. So I'm trying to do this on the video and not on my worktop. There we are. So I'm just going to bevel that out, pop that in the oven at 170 degrees for an hour and a quarter, and we'll have a little look at it. There we go. Just got out the oven about 5 minutes ago. I let it cool in its tin just for a few minutes to help with that. It's still a little bit hot. So I'm just going to bring it out, put it onto a cooling rack, and there we are, a lovely barra breath. Can't wait to have a slice of it. So there we go. Just leave it now to cool for about an hour, and then you can put some butter on and have a nice slice. And here we go, a lovely barra breath. Ah, gorgeous. There we go, look at that, speckled throughout, lovely and cool now. And put some butter on. When you put the butter on, put a bit more, then a bit more again, then double that and add some more butter as well, because this is absolutely delicious. Taste the warmth of the spices coming through as well. It's lovely. As I say, plenty of butter. Thanks for watching. Cheers.